Good morning, guys. It is Wednesday, August 12th, and it is a gorgeous morning outside. Gonna go check out the garden, see what's going on in here, and see what's growing. Now, I did harvest a lot. Oh, check out the boras. I did harvest a lot in the past couple days. Every single day you got to come out and harvest, quite honestly, because it helps to promote the fruits to ripening, which is nice. And
Corn.
it's corn, yep. Lots of cucumbers. So I've been eating 2 cucumbers a day. So these cucumbers are pretty small, but I pickled a lot of them. But if you want my pickle recipe, just comment and let me know. It's super simple, super easy. But I pickle a lot, but I also eat like 1 cucumber in the morning and 1 in the evening because it's so hydrating. But look, I love how all these bora tendrils are just hanging. Yard-long beans. And the bees are perfect right now. Gotta stay away from the bees though. So check out my tunnel. Hopefully I'm gonna get some squash and some pumpkins, but I think that's a pumpkin growing up there. See that? Right there. There you go. If you can see that, I'm not really sure, but that might be a pumpkin growing up there. Lots of tomatoes. My cantaloupes are not doing that well. They don't seem to want to grow bigger than that. But the watermelons are definitely growing, which is nice. Getting a few watermelons. This one might be drying up. I think I might cut this one to force these to start to get bigger. But the season is ending for the summer garden, that's for sure. That bee just scared me. But I'm going to be turning my garden over to my fall garden, and I've already started planting and eliminating a lot from this garden. So I dug up most of my squash yesterday. So I do have the patty pan squash left in here, and I just want to let you know that I planted this by seed, and it grew, and I tied it so it grew vertically, and every time it fruited I basically cut the leaves off from the bottom so I can keep tying it up and growing it vertically. So what happens is it starts to produce new growth on top. So there's a potential squash growing right there, but I don't know if I'm actually going to keep this or not. I think I'm going to chop it out and probably turn over my garden for the fall. But I already started planting my fall brassicas. So I put the broccoli down, I put some Brussels sprouts down, and as you can see, everything's yeah, definitely drying up some of these summer plants in here. Peppers. I still got a lot of peppers though. My tomatoes are ripen, you know, they're gonna attempt to ripen, I guess, on there. So, but yeah, I had a great harvest. I definitely got a lot out of my garden this year, my full-fledged year of gardening. There's another cucumber hiding there. There are a couple of small cucumbers coming out here that yet to be grown. So yeah, every day I think I pick about 5 to 7, maybe 8 cucumbers. Isn't that crazy? So I gotta pickle them and eat them. Check out my wiri peppers. These are nice big round wiri peppers. Can't wait to have these ripen and I can pick them and store them away. And more jalapenos. Look, every time you pick, they continue to grow. They continue to fruit new jalapenos. See that? And look, more shishitos coming out there. More shishitos. Still got to harvest some more of those before the season's over. And I've still got a lot of chili peppers on here. Now, I already took off. I should have waited to show to you, but I was anxious to try these Scotch bonnets. And, or are these the habaneros? I can't remember which one is which, but yeah, look how beautiful. They're starting to blush and ripen, which is nice. So once those, I did take a couple off already, but I also put a watermelon seed here just randomly and it started to grow. So I don't know if we'll have enough time in the season to continue growing, but we'll hope for the best. More wiri peppers here. And yeah, so excited to see what happens, and hopefully I'm as successful with my fall garden as I am with my summer garden. Got to pick some of those cucumbers. Tomatoes continuing to grow. And I told you these are indeterminate tomatoes that I planted, so they're going to continue to grow all season until the first frost. Let's see. Oh, more bora hanging. You got to keep cutting the bora. Look at how long this one is. It's from here all the way down. It's about a yard long. Yard long beans. They truly know how to name it. Very cool. And my Corilla plant didn't do that great, but I have one Corilla growing on here. And the plant spread really, really well, but I just don't know why. I had a lot of flowers, that's for sure, but I guess it just didn't get pollinated. And I see a tiny one coming out here. I don't know how well that's going to do. I think I'm going to chop this all down in about a week or so. And yeah, see how that goes. More zinnias. I actually picked all the zinnia petals off already. Look, I literally chopped the zinnia tree down, the zinnia plant down a couple of weeks ago, and look at how it's grown. It's literally 3 feet tall at least. And so many zinnias, and I dried a couple of these and I stored the seeds away so that I can replant them next year. I really want to try to do 100% seeds in my garden. And ooh, got to pick some of those eggplants over there. Get more eggplants. Lots more okra. I have like a half of a Ziploc bag of okra already. Look at how pretty the okra flowers are. So cute. Love it. And the corn is coming in well. You can already see the corn in here developing. Don't know how big they're going to grow, but definitely going to be great. I love these bunches of tomatoes, how cute they are. I've got more San Marzanos waiting to ripen on here. But all these cute little bunches are so adorbs. Yay! So it's Wednesday afternoon. We're actually in Forest Hills. I haven't been here actually no, I was here a couple of weeks ago. I came to the Kes concert, but I was just walking around in Forest Hills and checking it out, and you know what, it's so European and so beautiful. But we are actually going to the Princess Tea House. Yep, so we're heading over to the Princess Tea House, and I've never been here. Somebody recommended it. We're gonna go check it out. And it's a stop before we take Layla to the airport. Oh no, are they crowded? So this is inside the Princess Tea House. It's so pretty. It's super small, but it's pretty nice. So it's Friday and I am going to harvest. I feel like I've got to get some of these cucumbers off of here because if they get any bigger they might be bitter, but I've got a good amount of cucumbers on here, so let's see what our harvest looks like today. So the cucumbers on the vine are definitely starting to slow down, but I did kind of succession plant, so hopefully I'll be able to get some more cucumbers before our summer is completely done. But let's see, I got about, six cucumbers, decent size. So let's go ahead and harvest some of these wiri peppers. Like I said, the shape of these is not really a round wiri, but it does have a good flavor and it is quite tasty. So, but these ones are round. So these are true wiri. Pretty nice. Maybe I should let it get a little bit more red, but I've definitely been picking off of this tree, so I'm running out of peppers to pick. And our season is ending soon, so hopefully these ones will start to ripen. Let's see. So our habaneros, our scotch bonnets, these are all starting to ripen. So I'm going to let these go a little bit longer. Oh, they look so good. Check them out. So I'm going to get these to stay a little bit longer and hopefully... Oh, look. I literally just pulled so many peppers off the shishito plant, but look at how many shishito peppers are still growing. I literally, every time I pick, they keep growing. So look, more coming out here. And the jalapenos are doing amazing. So I think I'm going to save these because I'm barbecuing on one day this week coming up. And I think I'll let these get a little bit bigger. But these jalapenos look great. Look at that. Remember, I just picked so many off of this tree and they're growing again. Okay, I've got some peppers going in here. So let's grab these. Nice peppers. Nice size too. Look at the size of these. Pretty decent. They're not super small. But there's a whole lot still on here. Can't wait for these to mature. You know what? Maybe for kicks and giggles, I might just pull one of these because it looks like it might be ready to go. Yay! Look at that. That is a, let's see, Scotch bonnet. That is a Scotch bonnet pepper. And the coloring is beautiful on it. Look at that. Okay, I've got a habanero all the way back here. So let's pull this one down. And let's see. I don't want to disturb the rest of the... Oh, look at that. Beautiful. So as they ripen, I try to pull them when they're fully ripe so that they can focus the energy on ripening the rest of them. Because we've got a lot under here, as you can see, that still needs to ripen. So I just put a zucchini seed down in this pot, and hopefully we have enough days left in the summer into the fall to be able to get some zucchini, but let's see how this one does. All right, I'm gonna start to pull off some of these bora. Definitely long yard beans, or yard long beans, I think is what they call them. So I'm gonna pull some of these off and I store them in the freezer so that when I have enough I can make a meal. So let's see how much we get today. So I got a pretty decent amount of the bora, so I'm going to go ahead and wash these and take them inside, cut them up and put it in the freezer and add to my collection. We've got some more okra growing on here, so let's go ahead and grab that. Oops. Ay, that's tough. I just don't want them to get too big because when they get big they get bitter. I'll drop that down. More okra. And I think I have some more okra on the plant outside. So look at the okra growing on here. Hopefully you can see that. Got a bunch of them growing on here. So it's getting a little bit big. So I gotta make sure we cut that down. There's two beautiful ones on here. So let me go ahead and grab those. Okay. There's my okra. 4 okra. Not much for a meal. But like I said, I can save them and then I'll have eventually enough for a whole meal. But you got to pick them because if you don't pick them, they are going to get too long and hard and then you won't be able to eat them. I'm so excited right now. I think this tomato is beginning to blush. And that means it's starting to ripen, which is great because I didn't think these tomatoes were ripening. They were taking a really long time, and it's probably because it was really hot. But this is one of the tomato plants that I kind of just left and didn't pay attention to just to see what would happen. And it grew huge, and it's got a lot of tomatoes on there. I don't know, about 15 tomatoes on here, which is nice, but they've just got to mature and ripen now. I've got one strawberry attempting to ripen, but I think my rabbits will come and grab it before I'm able to get it. I've actually got a nice sized bell pepper growing on here. So probably give it a couple more days. Pretty decent size. Give it a couple more days and then I'll grab that off. But I've got a couple of ripened peppers under here. So let's go ahead and grab these. See what they look like. Okay, that is the pepper I just picked. I think these are called bullnose peppers. One of my friends gave this to me, and they're so cute though. I think that's what they're called, but I'm gonna try them. I think they're perfect for a curry. See how they are. So this is what we got today. This is the amount of cucumbers that I pulled off of the cucumber trees. My peppers that ripened, and some bora, and also some okra. So not the biggest harvest today. Definitely I think the cucumbers did well, but every time things ripen I go out and I pick them. I guess I should wait for like a huge harvest to show you, but honestly I'm cooking these as I get them. A lot of these, and all these cucumbers, I've been pickling them. So if you want my pickling recipe, I will share it with you. Just comment and let me know. Here is an example of some of the jars that I pickled. So this one is pickled okra. It's got some peppers in there, onion from my garden, and garlic, and it's in a beautiful brine. So I've pickled that for about a week, and it'll be perfect to consume that now. And I've been eating from this jar already, but it's got dill, cucumbers, peppercorns, peppers of course, and lots of other yummies, and another cucumber pickle with lots of peppers and jalapenos. And I'm basically savoring these. They're so freaking good. So if you want my recipe or how I do these, make sure you comment and I'll send you my link. So it's Friday afternoon. I am actually heading to the Jones Beach Amphitheater to the Sebastian Maniscalco show. Show starts at 8. It's about 7:45, so got plenty of time. Here in Jones Beach. There's the Jones Beach Lighthouse. Let's go check out the DJ. So it's so fun. I don't know if you can hear me, but we are here at the Jones Beach Amphitheater, and we are going to go to our seats, and we're here to see Sebastian Maniscalco. So that's the end of my show here at the Jones Beach Theater. Sebastian Maniscalco was fantastic, incredibly funny. I hope you enjoyed this week's vlog, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.